Okay guys, so we are down a whole week of 75 hard. So far so good. I've been able to get my walks outside every day, which is awesome. I just love when I can get the sun out there with me. Here are the pictures I've taken each day of that walk. I also did my other workout, but I've always done those inside, and it was either a stretching or yoga, something real gentle on my body this week. And of course I forgot to take pictures of those. I was able to stay true to my healthy lifestyle as far as nutrition is concerned. I'm still doing my intermittent fasting, at least 16/8. I'm doing 3 small meals a day of 400 calories each meal to equal about 1,200 calories a day. One of the things I had a harder time doing this week was getting my water in. I did get a gallon in a day once I realized if I just add my element to the water, I've got a nice flavor. And it doesn't affect my fasting when I'm still in my fasting hour. I'm still reading 10 pages daily in Atomic Habits. It's a really interesting thought process to how to make small little changes into your life, actually make systems that, if you use every day, will help you with all of your healthy goals. I have also been able to take my progress pics every day, as you can see here. As you probably already know, on my physical exam this past November 2022, I was diagnosed as pre-diabetic, and I have to get my hemoglobin A1C down. So the first thing my doctor did was put me on metformin, which is a very common diabetic drug. The other thing she wanted to prescribe for me was Mounjaro, Mounjaro. My insurance did not cover pre-diabetes for Mounjaro, so it would have been over $1,000 a month, and just wasn't going to do that. There are several ways that Mounjaro helps the body to decrease the hemoglobin A1C, which is the average of what your blood sugar has been over the last 2 to 3 months. Blood sugar is regulated by the hormone insulin, which helps the body to determine where to put the sugar. Are we storing the glucose, or are we getting rid of it? So the first thing Mounjaro does is it helps your body release insulin when the blood sugar is elevating. A lot of pre-diabetics have insulin resistance, which is one of the things that I struggle with. So our body's constantly releasing all this insulin that it doesn't need. Then the next way that Mounjaro helps, it helps your body release the sugar in your bloodstream much easier than before. Mounjaro also helps with the amount of food that you eat because it stops ghrelin, which is the hormone in your body that tells you you're hungry. So you don't feel as hungry as often. It also works on the liver by helping it to stop producing so much glucose and then moving that glucose into the body. It also decreases gastric emptying so that the food in your stomach empties out slower than usual, so you stay full longer. So the nice thing is there's a bajillion ways that it works to help decrease your hemoglobin A1C and then the efficiency of how insulin's working in your body. I always talk to my mom about anything medical. She is brilliant. She's been a nurse for years, but I tell her all the time she should have been an MD because she knows so darn much. The big concern that she had about the Mounjaro was the fact that it does decrease your appetite. She said the thing about Mounjaro is too that you don't use it forever. It's not a long-term treatment. And I'll only be using it until my hemoglobin A1C gets under control and I'm no longer pre-diabetic. So my mom said, so Charla, once you stop having this medication that helps with appetite, how can you be assured that you're not going to go back to eating the way you did before when you didn't have an appetite suppressant? I love how my mama looks at all the angles in situations and helps me see things I didn't see before. Thought about it and wrote a bunch of things down, and I realized that at this point, I think what's going to help me the most is I have a therapist to keep me on track with how I'm feeling and working on those coping skills that are helping me not binge. The second is with having an established way to eat, the intermittent fasting, and then the 3 small meals of 400 calories a day, I will have already established a way to eat a healthy lifestyle, making sure I get all the nutrients I need. So even if the Mounjaro does decrease my appetite, I should still be on a consistent pattern of eating. Editing Charlotte popping in to let you know the whole reason I talked about Mounjaro is because I just got notification that my insurance is finally covering the medication for pre-diabetes, and it's costing me $60 a month. So I started this past Sunday on the Mounjaro injections. I found a really inspiring group of YouTubers who actually have been using Mounjaro. I'm going to post their channels down below in case you want to take a look at them. But it's really neat because they explain how Mounjaro works, how it's working for them, struggles they've had. My channel is not a Mounjaro channel, and I don't expect it to become that. So I will every now and then to give you guys update on how it's working, if I see any different struggles I have, but that won't be the main focus of the channel. It's still body and soul transformation. Okay, so another medical issue I wanted to talk to you guys about that I'm having is hair loss. After COVID, I had a lot of hair loss. It felt like after I was pregnant and had my babies, I started losing hair as well. Well, now it's happening again. Since I started losing weight, I'm having the hair loss again. So I started a multivitamin regimen to help, but it has not been helping. I'm going to continue the vitamins because it's the best thing for my body, but I'm not seeing a difference in my hair. I'm going to put a picture here of some of the hair loss I'm having so you can see what I'm talking about. Now, y'all know I got to do a lot of research, so I went ahead and went online and looked at scientific research done for hair loss in women. The number one thing that I can find for hair loss is minoxidil, and minoxidil is used in Rogaine. It's FDA approved for hair loss. The key is you have to keep doing it because it does say that after regaining your hair growth, if you stop the minoxidil, you will also lose the hair that you've grown. Of course, it's frustrating knowing I'll have to do it for the rest of my life, but at this point, I just want to take care of it. I'll keep you guys updated on whether the Rogaine is helping or not. When I get started, it's still in the process of getting to me. If any of you guys have fought the hair loss from trauma, stress, COVID, weight loss, and you have ways that have really helped you see more rehair growth, please let me know. Okay guys, we have made it to another Monday. I was super shocked to see my scale this morning. I actually weighed myself twice because I wasn't sure if that was accurate or I was seeing things wrong. But my scale showed a weight of 225.9 this morning, which is a loss of 7.5 pounds in a week. Thinking back over what I did this past week, number one, I feel like it's very possible some of the weight that came off was from the girl time that I had last week. And then the other thing is I am working out twice a day now. So it would make sense that as I am burning more calories, I'm going to have a higher weight loss. I think it's those two things that have really helped me to lose this amount in 1 week. I do not expect that to happen every week, but it would be nice every now and then to see that little surprise. I did lose 1.5 inches this week, which now is a total of 39.5 inches since I started this in November. You may notice in my progress pictures, my sneaky dog Bear decided he was gonna photobomb me. So that's Bear in the corner.